Okay, students, I'm going to do a quick overview of how to set your paper up in MLA formatting for those of you who needed more time than we had in class. So first thing, right, go to your Google Drive, right, hit New, hit Docs to have a new Google Docs, and you should get an untitled document here. So you want to put the title for this specific essay, you're going to put Oedipus Rex essay. If we were doing multi-drafts, you'd write first draft, and then you could make a copy and make second draft when you get to that stage, and then third or final draft. And then we're going to click on the document. The first thing you do before anything else, because it's going to save you time in the long run, is you change your font. So click up on font, and you want to go to Times New Roman. If it's not in your recent, you can scroll down, right? Sometimes if you just hit the T, it'll go down to the T's. Right, so Times New Roman, sometimes in your corrections, I might use 12-point TNR. That means Times New Roman font. So click on Times New Roman font up here. Change the font size to 12. So it's defaulted at, I think, Arial 11. You want to change it to Times New Roman 12. Then we want a double space. So we come up here to line spacing. So the lines with the arrows going out. And you're going to click that and you do double space. So again, this is MLA formatting that's used in most of the humanities. Then you're going to type your first and last name. Right. Then you hit enter and you put your instructor's name. So you're going to put Ms. period Blois, or MS period space Blois, B-L-O-I-S. Make sure in college, even if you have a more casual professor who lets you call him or her by their first name, right, make sure, put the title when you're submitting papers. After you put the instructor, you're going to put the course. So in our case, it's going to be English 10 honors, and also put period 2 since there's multiple of you, or multiple sections. And then you put the date that it's due, which means you might have to update it if you're doing multi-drafts. So for this paper, it's due 5 November 2020. There's no commas in there. Keep in mind, this is how the rest of the world writes dates. So they put day, then month, then year. So in this case, 5 November 2020, that's the due date. Then you're going to hit enter. And we're going to put the title. So you're going to move the alignment to center align, which is up here. So click center align, and I'm going to put insert creative title. So try to do something more interesting than Oedipus Rex argumentative essay. Right, you can add this later. Don't spend like hours thinking of it, but try to think of something a bit more creative than that. Then hit enter, and this is where you'd start typing, but we don't type in the middle. We want to go back to left align. So I come up here, I hit the left align button, and it moves my cursor over to the left side of the paper. And you always, always, always start a paragraph with an indent. To do that, all you do is hit the tab key on the top left of your keyboard, and it automatically indents to where you need to go. I just put start there so you can see, right? It's indented, right? The next lines won't be indented. When you finish a paragraph, you just hit enter or return once. You don't hit it twice. There should be no extra spacing between the paragraphs. And then, right, so if I finish a line, I just, so if I'm finishing my paragraph there, right, all I would do is hit enter and then tab again and start there. Right, so there's not going to be an extra line space in between these two paragraphs. Just enter and tab. Next, the last thing, which is the hardest part for some students that they forget the most, is to put a header. There's two ways to do this. To do this, you can either go to Insert and go to Headers and Footer and then click Header, or the easiest way is just double click in that top 1 inch area of your page. You need to change the font again. Students often forget this. So you need to go back up, change it to Times New Roman. It should be under recent now. Change it to 12-point font. And then you need to move the alignment to the right. So click the right align button, right? Type your last name. I'm going to put a student's last name just so you don't accidentally put mine. After you type your last name on the right, you hit the space bar. Do not type a number in. You're going to insert page numbers because then they will automatically update. So go to Insert and go to page numbers, and you'd want to choose this one that has the numbers in the top right corner of every page, including the first page. The other ones are, right, you see this one has like a cover page, which you would use for a major long research paper. So just click this one. Another way you can do it is after you hit the space bar, just go to option, page number, right, and hit apply. Now, technically you can leave it this way on the first page for MLA formatting, but you will have professors that don't like it. I don't particularly like it on the first page because you already have your name here. So I just click on different first page. But, right, as you keep hitting enter, you'll notice it automatically puts your last name and updates the page number on every subsequent one, right? So that's what you want. If you type in 1, it's going to put 1 on every page. So that's MLA formatting. If you have any questions, let me know. But yeah, Modern Language Association of America, right? That's the standard for how we do things in high school humanities, and a lot of college as well. Okay, bye.